everyone, Syrian Girl here. There's been another beheading of a US journalist by ISIS in Syria.
The journalist StevenSotloff was kidnapped in 2012 along with James Foley by some insurgent group and either through being sold or through defection ended up in the hands of ISIS. The following video will give you insights you won't find in the mainstream media. Currently, the media is promoting all of the stories written by Sotloff, but there is a story which he didn't get a chance to reveal. Sotloff believed that the Syrian rebels possessed and possibly used chemical weapons on Aleppo and wanted to write a story about it before his kidnapping. In 2012, American foreign fighter and jihadist sympathizer Matthew Van Dyke, who fought alongside the Libyan insurgency and also went to Syria on a pro-Syrian rebel mission, revealed to Sotloff that he had information that Syrian rebels possessed chemical weapons before they were used in Khan al-Asal, Aleppo in 2012. The conversations were leaked by the Syrian Electronic Army, who hacked Van Dyke's email and Facebook account. A zip file of several hundreds of documents from the leaked conversations can be downloaded on the internet here. Van Dyke has confirmed that his Facebook account was hacked and has also confirmed that his conversations about chemical weapons were real. He also has stated that he stands by his statements and still believes that rebels had chemical weapons. Other journalists have also authenticated the leaked conversations. Forebodingly, in another conversation, Sotloff told Van Dyke that he believed being kidnapped by Al-Qaeda group Jabhat al-Nusra would be a way to earn their trust. Van Dyke agreed, claiming some of the best connections he's made with Al-Qaeda was after being arrested. When Fox News interviewed Van Dyke about Sotloff's death yesterday, they didn't ask him why he encouraged Sotloff to be abducted by Al-Qaeda, nor did they ask him about his information that rebels had used chemical weapons. In another conversation, Van Dyke was eager to meet with the Al-Qaeda group Jabhat al-Nusra and network with them. This might reveal the circumstances before the kidnapping. In fact, it's quite discerning that these journalists didn't think twice before embedding themselves with these extremist groups. Austin Tice stated that he was scheduled to meet Jabhat al-Nusra days before he was kidnapped. Tice was a US Marine, and he admitted to training the Syrian insurgents in the use of rocket-propelled grenades. Let us recall that in 2012, the media was repeating the claim without question or fact that these men were captured by the Syrian government. There are a lot of similarities between the James Foley beheading video and this more recent one of Sotloff. Like with Foley, the video of Sotloff also did not contain an actual beheading, and no blood was seen on the knife. Once again, this is very strange, since ISIS has never shied away from publishing extreme violence and very graphic videos of beheadings. And yet, we see the same unprecedented level of censorship across all mediums. Once again, this censorship is shockingly hypocritical. Twitter is banning graphic images of the beheadings, the media is saying if you watch it, it's disrespectful, and you're letting the terrorists win. On the other hand, when a Syrian soldier gets beheaded, Time magazine gives the pictures an award. You might argue that it is the dialogue and the humiliating imagery of Americans that the mainstream media is trying to censor, since there was no actual beheading to censor. However, this is contradicted by the fact that CNN was happy to show footage from the video of the dialogue. Another similarity between the Sotloff and Foley videos is that they both occurred at the same time of the day and in the same location. From this we can ascertain that the videos were likely filmed at the same time. In fact, ISIS claimed the video was accidentally released too early. This proves that both videos were pre-filmed probably simultaneously, and that ISIS were waiting for the right time to release them. And since Foley's video was staged, it's likely that Sotloff's video was also staged. It may very well be that these men were killed a while ago, or perhaps not at all, because the video footage itself is not proof of their death. The time that was chosen to release the videos is interestingly also the right time for Obama. Had the footage been released when the men were captured in 2012, it would have made things very difficult for the US government and Obama to continue supporting the Syrian rebels. In fact, the video was first obtained and released by the Site Intelligence Group, an organization that researches terrorism that has strong links to the White House and Department of Homeland Security. The organization was responsible for releasing a fake Osama bin Laden video which employed old footage and new words dubbed over them. One of Site's founders, Rita Katz's father, was executed by Iraq for being an Israeli spy, suggesting links to Israeli intelligence. Beheaded journalist Sotloff also had links to Israel, being of dual US-Israeli citizenship. This is a fact that ISIS strangely ignored in their propaganda video. In 2013, the US public wasn't happy with the idea of intervening in Syria on the side of Al-Qaeda. Now, in 2014, the US, since depleting its democracy and WMD rhetoric, is going back to the good old Al-Qaeda causes belli for war. Of course, if the US government really wanted to stop ISIS, all they would have to do is ask their allies in the Turkish government to secure their border with Syria and to stop giving ISIS and other insurgent groups refuge. But that would mean no reason to further destroy a country with bombs. These videos and the subsequent media coverage about them reminds one of the 2 minutes of hate in George Orwell's 1984. Please subscribe to my channel for more news and analysis. I have also written a piece about this video on my blogspot.